In the world there exists a wondrous city called Zootopia. It is home to animals who have long forgotten their instincts and habits, living in peace and harmony with one another. Here, sheep can fly into space, tigers can work in an office, and rabbits can be police officers. Judy the little rabbit dreams of joining the police, but her mom and dad aren't so sure it's a good idea. It's better to go to the carrot farm than risk her life, but Judy disagrees. She notices a local bully, a ladder named Gideon, bullying a group of little lambs, and then stands up for the weak. The impudent Lesonog throws her to the ground and scratches her cheek. The poor thing can't do anything. 15 years pass. Judy enrolls in the police academy. She learns that Zootopia is divided into 12 districts to ensure all animals feel comfortable. She undergoes incredibly challenging training and overcomes numerous challenges. She's constantly teased and bullied, but Judy doesn't give up. She grows stronger every day and graduates with honors from the police academy. She's assigned to the Central Police District. It's a success. Mom and dad are proud of their daughter, but also very worried. Judy is moving to the center of Zootopia. It's an incredibly beautiful city. It's home to a wide variety of animals, amazing plants, and many enormous buildings. Our little heroine watches the locals with interest and rents a small room with dirty wallpaper and noisy neighbors. In the morning, Judy rushes to her new job. However, no one at the police station takes such a small girl seriously. The real pros work here, and they're all big, strong, and brave. So, on her first day on the job, Judy isn't tasked with catching criminals, but with issuing parking tickets. Our little heroine excels at this job. She's nimble and quick, and won't let a single violator get away with it. Suddenly, Judy spots a suspicious fox named Nick and follows him. The fox wants to buy a giant ice cream sundae for his baby at the elephant store, but they won't sell it to him because they only serve elephants. Judy wants to do a good deed, so she threatens the shopkeepers with a health inspection and buys the fox a giant ice cream sundae herself. Nick is very grateful to her and leaves with his baby. However, Judy soon realizes that Nick has fooled her. Together with his accomplice Phoenix, who was pretending to be his baby, he melts down the enormous elephant ice cream into many tiny paw-shaped popsicles, sells them to the lemmings, takes the wooden sticks, and sells them to rodents at the construction site. Judy is furious. She wants to arrest the con man, but technically the fox isn't breaking any laws. Besides, he has all the necessary documents. Nick tells Rabbit that no one in Zootopia cares about her dreams and that she'll never be a good cop. This drives our little heroine to despair. On the second day, Judy is writing parking tickets again, but without much joy. She's also constantly threatened by other drivers. Suddenly, a large boar asks Rabbit for help. His store has just been robbed. Judy immediately gives chase to the robber. He's very fast, but Rabbit is also a good runner. She has to not only chase the villain, but also rescue Zootopia's youngest inhabitants. Judy apprehends the robber and takes him to the police station. The thief turns out to be a ferret named Duke. He stole the bulbs of a poisonous plant. However, instead of praising her, Chief Buffaloson scolds Judy, saying she's only supposed to issue tickets. Mrs. Widdrington enters the office. Her husband, Emmett, disappeared more than 10 days ago, along with 13 other city residents. Judy wants to help her. Buffaloson is against it and wants to fire Rabbit for insubordination. Miss Lamb saves the situation. She's Zootopia's deputy mayor, Leodore Goldmane, which means Bullwhip is obligated to obey her. The chief of police allows Judy to participate in the search, but sets one condition: if she doesn't find Mr. Widdrington within 2 days, she must resign from the police force. Judy learns there's no evidence or witnesses to the kidnapping. There's only one last photo of Emmett. In it, he's eating ice cream sold by Nick. Judy finds the wily fox. Using a trick, she records Nick's confession that he's not paying taxes on his sales. The rabbit promises to keep it a secret if he helps her. So, Emmett Widdrington was last seen at a nudist club. As you can imagine, all the animals in that place go naked. Oh. Judy and Nick find the license plate number of the car Widdrington drove away in. But there's a problem. Judy doesn't have access to the database. Nick is forced to help her again. He has some friends working in the road service. One of them is a sloth named Blitz, but only sloths. They're very slow. Because of this, it's only possible to get the information you need late at night. This car is registered in the Tundra Town area. Judy and Nick head there and find the car they're looking for. The interior is covered in bare hair scratches. Mr. Widdrington's driver's license and a glass are also there. Unfortunately, our heroes immediately fall into the clutches of polar bears. These are subordinates of the local mafia boss. Nick and Judy are delivered by a shrew nicknamed Mr. Big. One day, Fox sold him a skunk rug. Ever since, the bear boss has hated him and wants to freeze them both. Mr. Big's daughter saves the day. The thing is, Judy saved the Duke's life during the chase. So the bear boss agrees to spare our heroes. But first, they need to attend his daughter's wedding. Mr. Big reveals that Widdrington was his personal florist. About 10 days ago, he was on his way to see him, but suddenly went berserk, attacked the driver, and fled. Judy and Nick head to a tropical area to pick up a limo driver named Manches. Jaguar explains that he was beaten by Mr. Widdrington, after which he yelled something about nighttime thugs and ran away. Suddenly, Manches also goes berserk and attacks our heroes. Judy saves Nick from the enraged predator, handcuffs him to the bridge, and calls for backup. She, along with Fox, plummets downwards. Fortunately, tree branches and the ocean slow their fall. Buffaloson appears with his men. They climb the bridge and see that the Jaguar has vanished without a trace. Buffaloson becomes enraged and demands that the Queen hand over her police badge. Nick stands up for his friend, declaring that they have 10 more hours. Our heroes return to the city by cable car. Nick admits that as a child, he dreamed of joining the Little Herbivore Scouts. Instead, he was muzzled and sent away because he was a fox. Then he decided to act like a cunning, shameless, and sly fox. Suddenly, Nick realizes he can find Manches using a security camera. Judy asks Ms. Borowski's for help. She and Nick access all the security footage and discover that the Jaguar has been taken by timber wolves. It appears these are the night thugs. Using the security footage, Judy and Nick locate the kidnappers and follow them. So they end up in a massive laboratory outside the city, guarded by those same wolves. Our brave heroes break in and discover many of the city's missing residents, including Mr. Widdrington. The problem is, they've all gone feral. Suddenly, the town's mayor, Leodore Goldgrith, appears. He scolds the scientists for failing to cure the mad beasts, and Judy records his words on a tape recorder. Our heroes escape the building through the sewers and report everything to the police. Zootopia's Mara is arrested on suspicion of kidnapping. The police hold an emergency press conference. Judy reveals that all the ferals were predators. It seems they can't go against their nature and will always be aggressive. Hearing these words, Nick becomes deeply offended by his friend and leaves. The city becomes unsettled. Feral animals attack others. Soon, everyone begins to oppress and fear the predators. Only local pop star Gazelli stands up for them. Miss Lambskin is appointed the new mayor of Zootopia. She offers Judy the position of spokesperson for the police department. However, Judy realizes she has deeply wronged the predators, so she declines the new position, quits the police force, and returns home to the carrot patches. There she meets her former bully, a fox named Gideon. He's grown up and has become a baked goods seller. It's he who tells Judy that the nightcrawlers aren't wolves, but poisonous flowers. It turns out they turn not only predators but herbivores as well. Judy immediately returns to Zootopia. The first thing she does is find Nick and apologize to him for her words. The friends make peace and decide to continue their investigation. They find Duke, a Kharkiv man who was stealing the bulbs of poisonous flowers. By torturing Mr. Big, our heroes learn the identity of the customer. It turns out to be Douglas the Ram. Our heroes find the wily ram and discover that he used poisonous flower extract to take orders and get rid of various predators. Judy and Nick steal the laboratory train car where Douglas lived and worked. During the chase, the car crashes and explodes. Nick manages to save the suitcase containing the toxic extract. This is the most important clue. Our heroes try to escape through the zoo museum and meet Miss Borowski's there. She immediately orders her men to capture the fox and the rabbit. It turns out that this sweet little sheep was the main culprit. Using a poisonous potion, she wanted to turn the herbivores against the predators and, at the same time, take revenge on former Mayor Goldmane for his mistreatment of her. Judy seriously injures her paw during the chase, and Miss Lamb's assistants catch up with them. The wily sheep shoots Nick with a capsule of poisonous extract, so the enraged fox will attack Judy. However, before this happens, our heroes manage to replace the capsule with a blueberry, and Nick is only pretending to be wild, and doing it very well. In this way, he and Judy force Miss Lamb to confess her guilt and reveal all her wicked plans. The rabbit records her words on a tape recorder. The wily sheep tries to escape, but is arrested by the police. The criminal is jailed, the former mayor is released, and all the feral animals are successfully treated. Nick joins the police force. Now he and Judy are not only best friends, but also official partners. They are sent on their first case together. They're searching for a dangerous, reckless driver speeding through the city streets. They find the offender and catch him. And that's Sloth Blitz.